Okay, so I split this video into two parts. This is part two of my leaf look. I'm gonna be working on the leaves now with using these guys as inspiration. This is from a sycamore tree. These are not maple leaves. These are sycamore tree leaves. So I have two different leaf designs that I'm gonna be using, and wish me luck because I've never drawn a leaf on my face, but I will be using mainly eyeshadow. I'm going to probably outline it with an eyeliner and then, you know, go into the actual eyeshadows and whatnot. I did leave this as one video. This will be part one of doing just like all the base products. And if you like just this look, then I show you how I get it in the first part, and then this part will go up the next day. So that I decided that because I was already at about 30-ish minutes with part one, I decided I would go ahead and split this into two parts. So this part is just going to be the actual application of the leaf designs and hand drawing the things out and shading and coloring and doing all the fun stuff. And like I said, I do plan on using all of these leaves, and I just have them bobby pinned on a piece of paper. I'm gonna be using all of these like leaf colors. And some of these were like really, really red when we picked them up off the ground, but some of them have like gone to like a mustard shade now. So I will be using some burgundies in here as well. But this is the leaf design I'm also going to be using, is this one right here. So we really don't have, like, other than like sycamore trees, we don't have anything that looks like a maple tree here in Florida. But I also really like this like green color on this one. It's like an olive, which is why I pulled the Subculture palette. So this is going to be the inspiration for this part of it. If you're interested in seeing me apply the leaf designs, hand draw the things out, and then shade them and color them in and all that kind of fun stuff, then keep watching, because that's what this part is, and I will not be talking through it. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Working on leaf 2 now. Leaf 2. you've made it this far, then congratulations. This is the end of part 2 for the leaf inspired makeup. This didn't take quite as long as it did for me to do the butterflies yesterday. And so we have the one leaf here, we have the leaf here, and we have the leaf here. And I do show you the leaves while I'm using them for inspiration and for coloring and theme and all that kind of stuff. And my friend Gina and I just got back in from outside. We tried to go out like right before dusk to try and take some pictures, and needless to say, we got ate up by mosquitoes, so we waited for the sun to fully set. And then we took pictures outside. We took a few in the living room up against like the brown wood paneling wall. But all in all, I love how this like turned out, especially the leaf on my forehead. It looked really, really close to the actual leaf that I used. All of them do. Even this one here, I probably should have made this one a little bit bigger and come up a little bit higher with it so that you can see this one better. But I really am happy with how these turned out. Each leaf took me a minimum of 30 minutes to do. The full face makeup that I did first took me about 30 minutes. So you're looking at 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, and 30 minutes. So you're looking at maybe minimum of 2 hours to get all of this done. And my eye makeup was what I did first, and it still looks fantastic. So I ended up using a bunch of different palettes, and I tried to show you each one that I used. I used the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker, I used the ABH Subculture, I used several of the mini Zodiac palettes. I used both of the big large Zodiac palettes, the Love Science and the regular palette. I used the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. I ended up using the ColourPop. Yeah. So I used the ColourPop Honey palette, the Milani Pure Passions, Aries, Gemini, and Pisces Zodiac, and then the ABH Subculture. Those were all of the palettes that I ended up using in conjunction with all the bigger palettes that I had pulled. Oh, and I pulled Aurora Lights from BH as well. I had initially looked at Galaxy Chic, but it didn't have the tones that I needed. I ended up using this shade here, these 3 shades, and this shade to like do shading and stuff on the leaves. The Australis shade has a little bit too much blue, and I needed more like this mustardy yellow. And I did mix a few shades here and there to do shading on some of the other leaves as well. So, and I used a few single shadows that I had, like I used the Urban Decay Lounge, and I used a couple of other single shadows that I had. One of them was from Morphe, and then one was from Eyeliner Cosmetics. So, in order to do shading and whatnot, the liner work, one of them is actually just a regular standard like crayon liner that I use to do a lot of the outlining. I used the L'Oreal like beige liner on my forehead, and then I ended up using the Cella. Here it is. It's actually a liquid liner, but it's in brown. I used that to do a lot of like the veining work, especially on this one. Because it was so tiny, I had to do something that was very, very, very small. So I'm glad that that worked out, and I know that that liner is waterproof, so I'm going to have a hell of a time getting that off my forehead. I smell like bug spray now because we doused ourselves with bug spray before we went out, and I'm allergic to DEET, and there's DEET in it. So needless to say, I'm gonna cough and my voice is gonna be worse, and I'm gonna sneeze a whole bunch more until I get all this stuff off me. So anyways, this is the second Halloween look that I've done. Now granted, leaves are more like a fall look, but I figured if you want to go with like falling leaves, or like, I don't know, a monster that like hides in leaves and like gets people, that would work. But I really like the gradient on this one, and the fact that I put sheen here and then I did sheen at the tip as well, so that you can see the reflect and whatnot in it. So I really, really love how this turned out. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series that I'm recording. It's going to be a whole lot of editing, and I might not cut any of it out, other than like the beginning and where like I'm like reaching to turn the camera on and off, that kind of thing. But for the most part, I'll leave everything that I do in so you can see exactly what I do step by step. So if you have recommendations for anything that you would like to see me do, then please let me know, because I'm open to options. And I don't know when this will go up. I'm just gonna try and do like a whole week of like Halloween and do the videos back to back. So I don't know when this will go up. But anyways, I'm Rebecca Oberstadt. Hopefully you guys enjoy this like fall leaf inspired makeup look. And this is, I ended up putting the outfit on. So anyways, I will include a couple of pictures before this goes up. Or this gets added to the video, so that you can see the finished look and some of the pictures that we took outside. And then just check social media for the pictures, because I'll be posting a bunch of them, because we took a bunch of pictures. So anyways, I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Have a fantastic day or night wherever you are, and I will see you later. Bye.